apparently it's not only not leave the podium empty, it's shake the hand and not leave the podium empty. So, yeah, I was thinking, I was like, what am I talking about? I was like, it's interesting. It's like, just Course in Miracles apply when you're a minister. It's like, there's plenty of forgiveness opportunities, I think. But stuff comes up. But I really thought, I want to talk about probably the first job where I really applied the course, which was a couple of years ago. I had been in one job, I'd left it, I'd taken some time off work to get some surgeries done. And then I didn't get some money I was expecting. I was like, okay, I need money, I gotta pay bills. Money's running low, I've been living on savings for like 8 months at that point, 8 or 10 months. And so I became a waitress. I've waitressed for years, I was raised in restaurants. I actually started working officially when I got a paycheck in the restaurants when I was like 13 years old. So I go in this little restaurant. I want to say the main dining room was barely bigger than this room. And then we had a patio on the outside. And it was kind of interesting because like all the restaurants I had applied to were like, oh, you haven't waitressed for a while. We don't know. This place was like, hi, you've been a waitress? Okay, here, when can you start? Like they didn't even hardly interview me. And I thought, that's a little odd. Found out later there was reasons why. They pretty much would take anything that walked through the door with feet. And it was probably the most disorganized restaurant I've ever been in. I kind of mentioned the size of the restaurant because things were like, we have the patio area, and you have waitress stations. It means you've got certain tables you're responsible for. They decided everybody should share the patio. So there was a lot of times you'd have like 4 or 5 tables back here, and then you'd have 2 tables in the patio over there on the other end of the restaurant. And if you didn't see the table, like within 30 seconds, management would come yell at you. And you were like, but I'm trying to take care of my 5 tables over here. I had a manager one day yelled at me and chewed me out for having an attitude because I asked him what station I was supposed to go to after I came off my break. Like literally in front of all the waitresses, just like started yelling at me, and everybody's like, you just asked. It was crazy, and we were usually understaffed, and it was by far probably the busiest restaurant I've ever worked in terms of the size and volume. We were known for pies, so like on March 14th, which is National Pie Day, I actually had my highest sales ever the entire time I worked there. And I had only maybe 10% of my customers ordered anything other than a slice of pie. So you realize the volume we were doing that day? Well, I literally went home, we worked 12-hour shifts that day. I went home covered with whipped cream from head to toe. It was just gross. You'd go home and you'd be like, ooh, but I made good money, I will say that. But I went in and I was like, okay, I'm doing this because I need the money. Ultimately was, I need the money, I gotta pay bills. But I said, I don't want to make this job my source. I don't want to make that I'm just coming in to do a job. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be of service, and I'm going to love the people here. And and we don't carry them anymore, which I'm bummed, but we used to have Course in Miracles lessons on a card. And I would put one of those in like a Ziploc bag so it wouldn't get whipped cream all over it. We were covered every day, literally. And I would tuck into my waitress pocket. So every time I put my tip in, I could feel the lesson in my pocket. And it would just remind me. And so every time I went up to a customer, I would say to myself, I'd be like, okay, I'm here to serve and make them have a happier day than when they came in. And when my manager's yelling at me about stuff, I was like, one of the days where I had the split station, I'm running as fast as I could, and they were like, there's been food sitting up here for a minute. And I was like, I was in the middle of taking an order for 10 people that you put in the patio, And I would just look at them, I'd go, they're loved, they're innocent, they're here for a reason. And as hard as it was, we had, like I said, they hired anything that came in. So we had one waitress who would leave home sick frequently because on her break she'd go outside and get high, and get so high she couldn't work when she came back from her break. It was, we had another guy who didn't like to work, so he'd get sick every shift, and he'd leave before he did his side work. And I just kept having to say, like, I'm here to be loved, I'm here to be loved, I'm here to serve. And the longer I was at that job, like, everybody was like, we don't get it. The other manager who was nasty at everybody, liked me. And they were like, she doesn't like anybody. And they started like me. And I've got waitresses now still have called me that they're like, can I talk? Because I'm having a rough time in my life, and you're the only one who ever seems sane in this place. And all it was I was just applying, like, I'm going to see love, I'm going to see forgiveness, I'm going to love my brothers and sisters who are here. And so that was kind of like my first job, putting the course in action. So, thank you.